Have you ever looked in the mirror and thought, where did the time go? Maybe your energy isn't what it used to be. Maybe your memory plays tricks on you. Or maybe it's those aches and pains that just weren't there before. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. Aging has a way of sneaking up on us, doesn't it? But here's the good news. It doesn't have to steal your joy, your energy, or your spark for life. You see, getting older is inevitable, but how we age, that part is up to us. And today, I want to share something powerful with you. Something simple. It's not a new gadget or a fancy diet. It's about 3 vitamins. Yes, just 3. But not just any vitamins. These are the 3 that a 100-year-old doctor swears by to stay sharp, strong, and vibrant well into his golden years. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Vitamins? Really? That's it? But stick with me, because once you understand how these 3 vitamins work in your body, and more importantly, why so many people over 60 are missing them, you'll see just how important they are. And the best part? You don't need a prescription or a major lifestyle overhaul. Just a few small changes could give you back the energy, clarity, and resilience you thought you'd lost for good. Let's start with the first one. It's one that most people don't think about until it's gone. But when it's missing, the effects can be dramatic. Low energy, foggy memory, and a body that just feels off. I'm talking about vitamin B12. Now, here's something surprising. Even if you eat well, even if you enjoy meat, dairy, and eggs, you can still be deficient in B12 as you get older. Why? Because as we age, our bodies naturally produce less of a substance called intrinsic factor. It's a tiny protein in your stomach that helps your body absorb B12. Without it, your body can't grab that vitamin from your food, no matter how much you eat. And the result? You might start feeling tired for no reason. You may get tingling in your hands or feet. Or you might notice you're more forgetful than usual. That's not just aging. That could be B12 talking. But here's the fix. And it's easier than you think. A simple B12 supplement, often in chewable or dissolvable form, bypasses that whole absorption issue. It gets straight into your bloodstream. No stomach drama, no lost time. Just energy, pure and simple. Some folks notice a difference in just a few days. Others say their minds feel clearer, their steps a bit lighter. And the best part? It's safe, affordable, and available almost anywhere. Just make sure to talk with your doctor before starting anything new, especially if you're already on medication. Now, as powerful as B12 is, it's just one piece of the puzzle. Let's talk about the second vitamin, one that's often called the sunshine vitamin. Any guesses? That's right. It's vitamin D. You probably know that vitamin D helps your bones stay strong. But what you might not know is that it also plays a huge role in your immune system, your muscles, and even your mood. When you're low on vitamin D, you might feel more tired, more achy, and more prone to getting sick. And unfortunately, it's one of the most common deficiencies in people over 60. Think about it. As we get older, we tend to spend less time in direct sunlight. We cover up more, we stay indoors, and our skin isn't as efficient at converting sunlight into usable vitamin D. It's not your fault, it's just part of aging. But the good news is, it's fixable. A daily vitamin D supplement, usually D3, can make all the difference. Some people notice better sleep, better moods, even improvements in blood pressure. And here's something really interesting. Studies show that older adults with good vitamin D levels are more likely to stay mobile, independent, and mentally sharp. That's a big deal. So how much should you take? That depends on your levels, and the best way to know is a simple blood test. Many doctors now check vitamin D as part of your routine checkup, and if they don't, ask. You deserve to know. Now, if you're already taking calcium for your bones, don't forget that calcium and vitamin D work as a team. Without enough vitamin D, your body can't absorb calcium properly, which means all those supplements might not be doing much good unless the sunshine vitamin is there to help. And yes, you can get vitamin D from food, fatty fish, egg yolks, fortified dairy. But unless you're eating those daily and getting lots of sun, a supplement is usually the best option. Again, talk to your doctor about what's right for you. But don't ignore this one. It's simple, it's powerful, and it could change how you feel and how you age. Now, before we move on, I want you to pause for a second and think about how much better your days could be with just these 2 vitamins. Imagine waking up with more energy, less pain, a clearer mind. That's not some distant dream, that's your body working better, more naturally, because it's finally getting what it needs. So many of us have been told that aging means slowing down, breaking down, or fading away. But that's not the whole story. Your body wants to thrive. It just needs the right support. And you can give it that, starting with something as simple as a vitamin. You've come this far in life with wisdom, strength, and resilience. And the journey's not over. In fact, in many ways, it's just beginning. Because what matters most right now isn't how many years are behind you. It's how much life you put into the years ahead. We've talked about B12 and vitamin D, 2 of the most powerful allies in your healthy aging journey. But there's one more vitamin, the third piece of this longevity puzzle that too many people forget. And this one? It's not just about living longer. It's about living brighter, with clearer vision, stronger immunity, and protection against something many of us fear most as we age. I'm talking about vitamin A, or more specifically, the kind your body makes from something called beta-carotene. Now, I know that might sound a little technical, but stick with me. This vitamin is incredibly important, especially as we get older, and the way it works inside your body is nothing short of amazing. Vitamin A helps with things we often take for granted, like clear eyesight, strong immunity, and even the health of your skin. But here's the kicker. Nearly half of Americans aren't getting enough of it. And if you're over 60, that number might be even higher. One of the most telling signs of a vitamin A deficiency is something called night blindness. That feeling when it gets harder to see clearly in low light, or when driving after dusk becomes more stressful than it used to be. Now sure, it could be your glasses or cataracts, but it might also be your body calling out for more vitamin A. The beauty of this vitamin is that your body can make it naturally, from plant foods like carrots, sweet potatoes, spinach, and those gorgeous orange melons like cantaloupe. These foods are packed with beta-carotene, which your body converts into vitamin A safely and gradually. It's like your body takes what it needs and leaves the rest. No overload, no toxicity. You see, getting vitamin A directly from supplements in high doses can sometimes be too much, especially for older adults. It can even increase the risk of bone thinning if not taken properly. That's why getting it through beta-carotene-rich foods is a smarter, gentler approach. Your body knows exactly how to handle it. Think about the rich, earthy sweetness of a roasted sweet potato or the bright crunch of raw carrots with hummus. These aren't just tasty, they're powerful little tools in your anti-aging toolkit. When you eat this way, you're not just filling your stomach, you're nourishing your vision, your skin, and your immune system from the inside out. But let me share something important with you. While we talk about vitamins like B12, D, and A, I want to make sure this doesn't come across like some magic pill solution. These vitamins work best when they're part of a bigger picture, a lifestyle that supports healthy aging, not just surviving. And that brings us to something else we need to talk about: how we live. Not just what we put in our mouths, but how we move, how we rest, how we connect. Because truth be told, even the best vitamins can't do much if we're stuck in a chair all day, isolated or running on 4 hours of sleep. You might be surprised to know that many people who live past 100 in those so-called blue zones like Okinawa, Sardinia, and yes, even in parts of the US, don't just have good nutrition, they also move their bodies naturally every day. They don't always hit the gym, but they garden, they walk, they cook from scratch. Their lives include activity without it being a chore. They also spend time with others, real face-to-face time. Whether it's with family, neighbors, or community groups, connection matters. It feeds the spirit in ways no supplement ever could. Now I get it. Not all of us have a big social circle. Life changes. People move away, health shifts, and sometimes loneliness creeps in. But even a short conversation with someone who cares, a phone call, a walk with a neighbor, joining a small group, or even a local class can lift your mood, and in some cases, even lower your blood pressure. That's how powerful connection is. And here's the thing, when your mood is better, your sleep improves. When your sleep improves, your body heals better. And when your body heals better, guess what? Those vitamins you're taking can actually do their job more effectively. It's all connected. You don't have to change your entire life overnight. In fact, the most lasting changes are the ones we take step by step. Maybe you start by adding a handful of spinach to your lunch, or by stepping out into the sunlight for 10 minutes before breakfast. Maybe you call an old friend you haven't spoken to in years, just to say hello. Those small acts, they matter. They add up. They're like little sparks that keep the flame of your vitality burning. And if you're wondering, is it too late for me to make these changes? Let me tell you, it is never too late. I've heard stories of people in their 70s and 80s who began taking B12 and started feeling more energized within weeks. Of others who started walking again after adding vitamin D and realized they didn't feel so stiff anymore. One woman told me she added more carrots and spinach to her diet, and for the first time in years, her vision didn't seem to get worse. It doesn't have to be complicated. It just has to be consistent. There's something deeply empowering about realizing that even now, no matter your age, your aches, or your history, you still have the ability to support your health. You're still the captain of your ship, and your ship has a lot of sailing left to do. So let's keep going. Let's keep learning. We've talked about the 3 powerful vitamins, B12, D, and A, that can help you age with strength, clarity, and resilience. We've talked about how food, movement, connection, and sunlight all play a role. But we're not stopping here. Because this isn't just about what to take or eat, it's about how to live. And when we talk about how to live, we're really talking about what gives life its richness. Not just the years in your life, but the life in your years. Because let's face it, no one dreams of spending their later years just getting by. We want to thrive, to enjoy, to wake up with something to look forward to. And believe it or not, those small choices you make each day, the ones you might think don't matter, are the ones that shape the quality of the life you're living. We've talked about the power of 3 key vitamins, B12 for energy and clarity, vitamin D for bones and immunity, and vitamin A for vision and defense. But all of that only truly works when we wrap it in the right lifestyle, one that lifts us up, inside and out. Let's talk for a moment about rhythm. No, not dancing, though that's a great way to stay young at heart. I mean the daily rhythm of your life. Do you give your body a chance to rest? Do you wake up at the same time each day, giving your inner clock a sense of consistency? Our bodies thrive on gentle routines, especially as we age. Going to bed and waking up around the same time, eating meals regularly, and carving out peaceful moments to breathe or reflect. All of these give your system a sense of safety and balance. And when your system feels safe, healing becomes easier. And what about hydration? It sounds so basic, I know. But so many older adults are walking around dehydrated and don't even realize it. Maybe you've cut back on fluids because you don't want to run to the bathroom too often. Completely understandable. But the flip side is that low water intake can lead to fatigue, confusion, even dizziness or falls. A little water throughout the day can go a long way. If plain water isn't your thing, herbal teas, fruit-infused water, or even broth-based soups can help keep you hydrated without feeling like a chore. You see, conquering aging isn't about fighting it. It's not a battle you have to win. It's about understanding your body better, listening to it more kindly, and giving it what it needs to work with you, not against you. Some days, that means giving yourself permission to rest without guilt. Other days, it's about saying yes to a walk around the block, even if you don't feel like it. And sometimes, it means letting go of the idea that everything has to be perfect. Your diet, your routine, your body. Because perfection isn't the goal. Vitality is. And vitality looks different for everyone. For some, it means getting back into gardening. For others, it's finally having the energy to play with the grandkids or take that trip you've been dreaming of. For you, maybe it's as simple as waking up without pain. Whatever your version of better looks like, it's worth working toward. And the beauty is, it's never too late to begin. Now let's not forget the emotional side of health, because what goes on in your heart and mind is just as important as what goes into your body. Did you know that a sense of purpose, even a small one, can significantly improve longevity? It's true. Whether it's a hobby, a cause you care about, a spiritual practice, or simply being there for your family, having something that pulls you forward gives life meaning. And meaning, my friend, is fuel for the soul. Don't let the world tell you that your best days are behind you. They don't know your story. They haven't seen your strength. You've overcome things that would break most people. You've loved, lost, learned, and endured. That's not the end of the road. That's wisdom, and it's powerful. Now is the time to honor that wisdom by taking care of your body, your mind, and your spirit. Feed it with what it needs, the right nutrients, the right habits, the right love. It's not about chasing youth. It's about embracing vitality at any age. So take your B12, maybe even start today. Step out into the sunlight and give your body a boost of vitamin D. Reach for those carrots, that cantaloupe, those leafy greens, and let vitamin A work its gentle magic. Drink your water, rest well, move often, and most of all, live with intention. You don't need to do it all at once. Just one step, one small change, one new habit at a time. That's how you build a better, stronger, more vibrant you. That's how you conquer aging, not with resistance but with grace and confidence. And if this message spoke to you, I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below. Tell me what you're going to start doing today to take care of your health. Is it adding a vitamin? Going for a walk? Calling an old friend? I'd love to know. And if you found this helpful, give the video a thumbs up. It helps others like you find this kind of content. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more inspiration, tips, and gentle reminders that growing older can be a beautiful, empowering journey. Thank you for spending this time with me. Remember, you are never too old, too tired, or too late to take control of your health and happiness. Here's to living your best life. Not someday, but starting today. Because you deserve it. Every single moment of it.